Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or as I like to call it, our little corner of the internet, which I love so very much. Thanks to you guys. You are amazing. And I just want to especially say thank you to Aaron and Zooki, who sent in some videos that we're going to show today. They're awesome, and I appreciate you guys. Remember, everything you see here is for entertainment purposes only. We're going to get right into it. Let's go. Let me get out of the way. Then let's go. Okay. This is from the movie They Live.
By the year 2025, not only America, but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance. The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite. And I've just received word that our forces have won a major victory. The underground terrorist network has been destroyed here on the West Coast. We are off crisis alert. The situation is normal again.
How you doing, boys?
I've never seen this movie, but it certainly just caught my attention. Have you guys seen it? Is it relevant to things that people think about today's society / government? Just curious. Seems pretty relevant. Anyone from Sweden?
I'm in a store here in Sweden. We have very strict food regulations what should and not should be put in food or edibles in Europe. So I went to this place called Matvärlden. Here they have this USA shelf, and I looked at Airheads. On the back of Airheads you can see warning labels. Contains ACO colorants that can have negative effect on child's behavior and concentration. So, American candy comes with warning labels here in Europe.
The Great Experiment. Doesn't it feel that way sometimes? Everyone knows what's going on, but not quite everyone. Interesting. That's disappointing.
This here.
Hold your horses there, video. All right, let me scoot on over. We can see this.
This here represents the surface of life. Surface. And we see surfaces, you know, surfaces. And about 300 years ago, scientists, they started wondering what was this wood, and what was this metal, and what was it really? So they start looking into matter. So this side is matter, and this side is mind. Mind and matter. And the scientists, well, they discovered molecules. Deeper they went, and they discovered these atoms. And like I say, they thought that was the smallest particle for a long time. All these things we learn about in school. They went deeper, and they find inside the atoms these little electrons and neutrons and protons. And they went deeper and deeper and deeper, smaller and smaller particles, smaller and smaller particles. They found 4 forces. On a deeper level, the 4 became 3. And on a deeper level, the 3 became 2. And then, about 30 years ago, modern science, quantum physics, discovered the unified field. The unity of all the particles and all the forces of matter, of creation. Not only did they discover the unified field, but they found that everything that is a thing emerges from this field of no thing. Unmanifest it is. Unmanifest. It is no hyphen thing, but all things come from it. Anything that is a thing has emerged from this field of unity. It's oneness.
I kind of felt like I followed that all the way up until the point when they said it comes from nothing. Because I was under the assumption that matter cannot be created or destroyed. So, well, not matter, but you know what I'm saying, energy. Energy can't be created or destroyed. I'm not sure. I'd love your thoughts on that one. Yeah. Interesting. The part that I find interesting of that whole concept is really just that the more whoever studies, the more we go further down and dig deeper and find there's always something else living beyond and beyond and beyond. And it definitely has to go the opposite direction too, right? That's the part that I find fascinating. He started losing me once we went into the nothingness. This is one that you guys sent in.
There's nothing new under the sun, and anything you think about doing is already been done. So all this time we think that we're progressing, but really we're being held back. After the fall of the Tartarian Empire, they hosted these world fairs where they showed off their newfound technology, and for a little while we was able to use them. Everybody's talking about electric cars and electric scooters, and this ain't new. This is old technology that they've suppressed. They even had electric charging power stations. Why hold something back and they bring it out like it's new? It's about money, it's about control, it's about imagination, and it's about freedom. All these things they don't want you to have.
I'm not going to disagree, but yeah, it is very interesting when you see it's becoming more difficult to decipher. A lot of people are making these AI images that are semi-futuristic, so you really have to be careful, but there are very compelling old photos that are very clearly photoshopped out, or whatever you want to call it, that was done back then. But things have definitely been taken out of photos. And I used to think it was just because of contrast and just the methods of taking photos back then. But when you see photos of clearly what was guys on top of a building, the legs are still there and they just lazy photoshopped over it. You really have to start wondering why and what's the real photo. So this stuff is very interesting. This definitely falls down the Tartaria rabbit hole that I know a bunch of you guys have expressed interest in. So keep sending in the stuff that you guys like, or suggestions, things like that. We can definitely keep gearing it. Hey guys, just a quick reminder that I make these videos every single day of the week. So if you are enjoying watching them as much as I love creating them, go on ahead and hit the subscribe button and join this awesome community that we're building. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's here, whether you are new or you've been here all along. I appreciate you so much. This isn't this without you. And I just want to say thank you. And we're just going to go onward. Hello. Oh yeah. There's another thing I wanted to run past you guys. Totally, don't be mean, but say nah if you don't think so. I have kind of always been intrigued in like a Q&A kind of section. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't have to be like about me or anything, but just like, I don't know. I watch a few other podcasters and they'll do an entire segment where people just send in their voice recordings of a question or just things like that, or like friendly advice or just comment, like just anything, just some voice recording to be shared and discussed or something like that. And I think that could be a cool thing to add, at the end. So that way, if somebody doesn't want to really deal with that, they don't have to, but still something that's there, or maybe make it an entirely different section of videos. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, if that's something that you guys might be interested in, but be nice. All right. I'm going to get myself for this one all the way out of the way. So, onward.
In 1985, tobacco giant R.J. Reynolds bought Nabisco Foods. Tobacco pioneer Philip Morris bought General Foods, and 3 years later, Kraft Foods, making them the largest food producer in North America, and leaving the business of food in the capable hands of the same corporations who helped addict us to tobacco. Using the same tactics they used to promote tobacco, food companies set about peddling the entire planet a diet of processed goods, loaded with chemicals and additives, masquerading as food. This new machine operates with specific targets in mind, like addicting consumers without them knowing it.
There you have it. There you have it. I'm just going to skip on past it, though, because we want, the powers to be kind to us here. All right. Here's some advice.
Whatever you want to do, believe it, believe it, believe it, even if you don't believe. Play the game of belief. Act as if you believe. That is power. That is sheer power. And it will happen, believe you me. If an old fool like me has worked in my life, it will work in yours. So never give up. Believe, believe, believe.
A very articulated way of saying fake it till you make it. And I mean, that's life, right? That's like, start a podcast and act like anybody's watching and just do it, and do it to the best of your ability. Go learn about woodworking and just start with that very first cut and know that like you're going to want to remember that for the rest of your life, that first carve of wood, because it's going to lead to so many other things. I think about stuff like that all the time. What could be the beginning of something so much bigger? You must believe in your big dreams and yourself, because you are limitless. Truly. It's all about where you put your focus. Look at these magic clouds, guys. So, I'm just going to turn the volume down because there's really not that much going on. It's just kind of panning the sky and a lot of birds. But it's like, wow, I was looking through my own camera because I have some interesting storm footage from Maine. There were a lot of strange sky phenomenon when I was there. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, but it certainly has its mysteries. I see why lots of authors flee to there to write. This is another one sent in. Thank you.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at him spraying.
Look at this.
Look at that. Look at that. He is spraying the sky again. Bro, this is fucking crazy, man. Look at this guy.
What is that?
They're spraying the skies. Look, he just sprayed that. This guy. This guy just sprayed that.
That's tough because I was gonna say maybe it's just a spotlight, but he flew away and the trail remains. That's pretty damning, buddy. I don't know. I really don't know what to say about this stuff. I really don't. I appreciate it being sent in though, because I hadn't considered that stuff that's flying around out there maybe actually putting something into the air. Goodness. At what point do we all just start walking around with gas masks? Soon, right? Totally agree. I would just want to add the middle part of this because it's not, I think this is where a lot of people struggle with their manifestations and affirmations and just kind of their goals, is that manifesting on itself is not the end all of the journey. It's not, well, if I manifest in the right way, I get it. The middle part of this is the work. You have to figure out what work needs to be done to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And furthermore, I've said this before and I'll probably say it a trillion more times. It's about stepping stones, because if you just look at your big goal, like my big goal of 100,000 subscribers, like that could be enough to make you feel like, how do I get there? Or, like that allows the doubt to creep in, but you have to not do that and have stepping stones and have this immense little party for yourself when you hit 100 subscribers. And then when you hit 500 and then 900 and then 1,000. And then you just have a next goal of 2,000 or 5,000. And you just, that's my personal where I'm at right now, but it works for anything. You have to have those stepping stones so you can have those little celebrations to keep you going along the way. You can't look at, if I don't get the end goal, I don't want to bother. You have to want it more than that. You have to. You can do anything. So do you guys remember Lil Jon of 2004's Yeah success with Usher? Apparently, he is now down with manifestations. Oh, that's not Lil Jon. This is.
Welcome to Lil Jon's Manifest Abundance album retreat, presented by Natural Vitality.
You came with the right attitudes this evening. I love it. Get comfortable. I want everybody to close your eyes. So I want everyone to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. So when I say an affirmation, you can say it to yourself. I radiate positivity. Negativity cannot enter my space. I am happy. I fill my mind with only positive thoughts. I am worthy of happiness. And now we're going to slowly come back. Let those thoughts stay with you for the rest of the night and for the rest of your life. Because each and every one of you deserve happiness. How you feel? You feel better, don't you?
There you go. I thought you guys could benefit from that as our good news for the day. Just kind of a nice little Lil Jon manifestation moment. I hope that brought you some peace and joy, and I hope you did it along with us. I know I did, and I feel super happy, but I did going into this anyway, so. I don't know. Thanks, Lil Jon, and thank you guys. I appreciate you being here. Let me know what you think about that segment that I'm thinking about adding, or if you have any other ideas for segments that we can kind of add on to this, or I don't know. I want to do something, you know? If you have any ideas, let me know. Otherwise, if you're liking the sending in of a video recording of some sort of question or whatever, you know, we can try that out. Just email it if you want to try. If we do it, I'll share it, and if we don't, I won't. Just know that when you send it to me, it may be put here so others will hear it. But yeah, that's realdebontheweb@gmail.com. And I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you to my grandmom. Thank you to my family. I love you guys, and I love you guys. And I hope you have a beautiful night and know that you can do anything. You're awesome. You can do it. You are limitless.